Oh, there we go. It was just the unplugged.
That's all?
That's all. So we're good. We're good. We're good.
Welcome, everybody. It is the Tuesday show on Ultra Chin TV. I'm Tasty Steve.
Pasty Steve.
And James Chen. How's everybody going? By the way, I want to let you guys know, because a lot of people make fun of me for the how's everybody going. I was actually informed by someone that in Australia, how you going is actually a standard salutary expression.
So just because all of them there are also wrong means that it's okay for you to be wrong.
Exactly.
That's not a real thing, James.
Dude, it is. It's an actual...
How's everybody going?
How's everybody going?
That's what happens.
So if they said you had to jump off a bridge at the end of this episode, did you do that too?
If Australia
on the way down, he'd be like, how's everybody going?
How's everybody going?
That would be it.
It's
The end of James.
Australian for hello.
Oh my god. It's only good because he makes himself so happy with
I
it.
know, he's so pleased.
I know,
that
right?
chuckle was from the heart.
It really was. It really was. So
I hope when we get invited to do a tournament in Australia, you can open up commentary with how's everybody going.
Exactly, and everybody will think it's normal. See, there you go.
They'll still think you're a weirdo,
there
James.
You go.
Well, kind of a slow news week, but we still have FGC news regardless.
Oh, also, there's no Ultra David here. In case you haven't known, you probably didn't even notice, to be honest.
I forgot myself.
The show is so much more lively and carefree. It's also less gassy in here, which is always a plus.
Yeah. But there's definitely also less open flies and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a bit more professional now that he's here as well.
Exactly,
weird since he is the lawyer.
No, this isn't David, believe it or not.
Yeah, I can just be like a ventriloquist. I'll just be like, over here speaking.
Just talk about May being top tier in Overwatch and such. You know?
God, he won't stop playing that character. Dude, so we were commentating Overwatch. And they had like an FGC group, and this was in Wizard World. Ultra David did the worst May alt wall I've ever seen in my life. So they're like going through this choke point on Temple of Anubis, and like they have the push. This is like the game-winning push, and like their team is pushing through this thing, and then David puts the wall right in front of everybody, chokes his own team off. His whole team gets swept, and like 6-man killed, and it was like the game ended. And I was like,
Ultra David
put up
is
that
the best.
terrible wall. And then like Spencer hits tab, and then like there's May's face, like a little portrait, and it just says Ultra. Like Ultra. And I was like,
Ultra!
Look,
suck.
Look, I just want to say, I don't know anything about this game right now. And I saw that May actually speaks in Chinese.
She does.
I was like super excited. Like, I legit have to play
Haven't you heard when
now.
Hanzo does his ult and he yells in Japanese?
No.
When he shoots,
Dude, I don't know
I
don't know it. Wait, how did that go again?
Exactly. So the thing about...
I like how he stopped. How'd that go again?
It's like Rising Thunder where they yell in their language.
That's the only reason why I played Edge, because he spoke in Chinese.
Right.
That's why Hui Trin.
See, someone even typed out what he says. That's what he says when he does the
You
ult.
are gonna take you, Karu.
And they shoot the ult, and it makes that noise.
Light bulb dragon. Oh, light bulb dragon.
I love that character. He's so sick.
I'm all about Genji.
And Genji says the same shit. When he pulls out his sword, he yells in Japanese.
Dude, like, there's
and then
like
he comes
7
out.
different spellings of what he says.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
All of those are actually right. Phonetically,
are actually
if you
right.
say it, it's exactly what he
Fair
says.
enough, fair
Yeah,
enough.
he is the coolest. When I saw the reveal for him back when Overwatch was first announced, I was like, I'm playing that character. He looks
Is
so
that who
sick.
you play?
I don't play him always, no.
Oh, okay.
Only if it works on the team I'm playing. I'm not that guy.
Okay.
See, I'm actually kind of worried because like I get motion sickness. Dude, hang on a second. This is definitely not Noel update right now.
You're just gonna change it to Overwatch?
No, I'll just unhighlight. There you
Okay.
go. Okay, so, but yeah, I mean, I haven't played anything in this game. I get motion sickness when I play FPSs, so I'm worried.
Really?
But, yeah.
Just try it.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
definitely want to try it, but I...
Don't purchase it.
I'm-
Like, try it somewhere else.
Wait, how do you not... Oh, you're
Like,
just
just
saying,
try it
like,
at
go
someone's
to
house or
friends.
something.
Okay,
Yeah, just try it.
I want to
Okay.
get it, but I only have PS4, and everybody's playing on PC.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm like, well, I guess I might as well
Can
not.
your PC play it?
No. My computer can't even run like Notepad without stopping, so I gotta do something about that.
You open Minesweeper and it
Oh,
just
the
explodes.
Minesweeper and it just blue screens. I'm like, well, guess that's my day.
Oh, that's
man.
rough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
it is what it is.
I do want to say that I did my civic duty today.
All three of us did our civic duty.
Wait, are you old enough to vote?
I just barely made it, James. I just turned.
I took it with me. I had to let him know,
dude.
That, you know.
So Keats tweeted that I turned 17 for my birthday. He's like, "Oh yeah, everybody say happy birthday to Sajam because he turned 17." And like, hella people were like, "You're only 17? I knew you were young, but not that young." And I was like, "I'm not that young. I'm 22 now."
You're 22. Jeez.
I'm getting old.
God, I swear I'm gonna slap him upside the head, dude. I'm gonna slap him.
You're getting old, huh?
I'm old now.
Okay. Well, I mean, you were sick and were like bedridden for 2 weeks, so I guess that makes sense.
I was. I almost died. The last time you guys were doing this show a week ago, I was lying in bed trying to watch it, and I couldn't. I was just too sick.
He made a will and everything. He was like, "Tell my mom I love her."
It was that bad. Yeah, I almost died.
After Combo Breaker.
After Combo Breaker, yeah. I got the itis. I was like, "This is the sickest event of all time," and then I collapsed into a coma for 2 days. It was really bad.
It sapped all the hype out of your body. You had to replenish your hype nutrients.
Somebody said it in the chat already. When I got to Combo Breaker, I went to the elevator to go up to my room, and they were playing Taylor Swift's 22, and I was like, "This is going to be the best weekend of my life."
It was the best weekend of my life.
I knew it was going to be. Do you not know the song?
I don't know.
The chorus is basically like she's really happy
because
she's 22. Yeah, I'm also actually a big Taylor Swift fan. Yeah.
Okay. I had mad respect for Taylor Swift when she did the commercial where she falls off the treadmill. I thought that was pretty hilarious.
It was pretty sick. Taylor Swift is great.
I think they could have chose a better song off that album.
So in other words,
yeah, you're right. You like Taylor Swift too, right?
I like Taylor Swift.
This just means that Sajam is gonna grow up to be Viscant. He's gonna be Visant. He's gonna all of a sudden be obsessed with Taylor Swift, know all the actresses in every commercial, and like, dude.
No, I actually like real women. Like I have a girlfriend, you know. I actively date when I'm.
Okay, cool guy over here.
You know,
I have a girlfriend. I don't need to play video games.
I'm never gonna get Visant on here for a guest anymore, just because he's gonna be like, why are they talking so much?
You can do both.
You can do both.
You don't have to just. Like, you can play video games and
look, you're only
talk
22.
To people. Okay, sorry.
Leave it to the professionals here.
Sorry.
Exactly.
We've been doing this a while.
I've been doing this for twice as long as you have.
You can speak to people in public and also play video games. I know it's hard to believe.
That means I'd have to take a shower.
You can also take, yeah.
And as a gamer, I can't do that.
I was just going to say take a shower, and Steve beat me there. You take showers. Work on your hygiene, wear clothes.
Alright, let's talk about some fighting games, shall we? Let's talk about some FGC stuff because that's kind of what we're supposed to be here for.
Well, first off, last week we talked about the incident that happened at Combo Breaker.
Yes, and we also did name names, but obviously it's all out there. We all know what happened. Basically, it was caught on camera that Noel basically violated the space and privacy of somebody on camera.
Mm-hmm. On camera, yeah.
It got caught on camera. And
got picked up by a bunch of news sites and everything.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
The FTC always continuing its awesome trend of being unpleasant for women.
And shout outs to that special website that I'm not going to say your name, that always seems to highlight the beauty of the FGC.
Right.
Just the robust nature and culture involved. Every time when it counts, whatever the case.
Like, the FGC could save a family from a forest fire. No article.
Dude, we did save a family from a forest fire, practically. You remember when Chris Hu's home burned down?
Oh, yeah.
And everyone pitched in all this money for him?
You're right, James. That doesn't matter, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, only other things matter.
Well, look, regardless, obviously, very bad situation. And we talked about it last week, and SuperFX, a.k.a. Paul, I'm not going to try pronouncing his last name again. Zuba, okay, was on the show, and all three of us kind of agreed to the. Well, actually, no, it was last week. It was you and David.
Yeah, it was me
the three of us talking.
So,
about it. That's right.
But the only person that we didn't, because you weren't here. What is your take on it? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Pre punishment handout. What was your take on the situation?
It was crazy. I couldn't believe that he did it, and also it was on camera, and also it was like the group together photo where we're like celebrating us all being together and being happy, and then he did it right after that. And I was like, you're a crazy person. Like, I don't hate the guy or anything, but like, how moronic can you be? That was just so disgusting, and like such terrible timing. Yeah. And I'm not surprised that he got banned from everything. Yeah. I'm super not surprised.
Well,
that's the punishment I expected, to be honest.
Okay, so, I mean, we kind of eclipsed it, but that was his point of view, and what kind of happened, the fallout after that was, first off, the TO behind Combo Breaker came out and said, "Hey, you are officially banned from our event next year."
Right. With like the stipulation that there will be like a review for the future, right? So it's like you're banned from Combo Breaker 2017, you know, and we'll reconsider things after that. Who even knows if there's going to be a Combo Breaker 2018 anyway? But you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I mean, just to make sure we have it in perspective, Rick Thayer, the Hado, definitely did his due diligence. I mean, I feel like he approached the whole thing very carefully. He did it very seriously. He interviewed a lot of people about it. And in fact, he even brought up the fact that that wasn't the only incident that happened at Combo Breaker. Apparently, one of the cosplayers there had an issue, and basically he had to produce like almost like a safe room for her.
That's so crazy.
Just to keep her safe from people. And again, this is this stuff that keeps happening at FGC events. Now, that's not to say it hasn't happened in a lot of other places. It just, it keeps getting highlighted in the FGC. And I feel like a lot of people want to report on it because it seems like a trend.
Well, right.
And unfortunately, it is. It is a trend. I'm not going to say it's not just like a trend. It is a trend. Right. It keeps happening. And so there's definitely a problem. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Well, first off, I guess we should review the process of what happened. So first, like you said, he was banned from Combo Breaker, and he is furthermore banned until it's going to go up for review. That's the question. Yeah, That's the thing. Then he was banned from CPT events. So he's no longer able to compete in any event that has Street Fighter 5 in it. And that means he's ultimately, there's no way for him to get into Capcom.
Unless it's not a ranking event or a premier event.
Just like every event. Every event is a ranking and premier event pretty much.
And then Ultra Arcade,
his sponsor,
subsequently did the same thing. They dropped him as a sponsor player. Right.
But right after CPT announced it, EVO announced that they were going to ban Noel Brown.
Yeah, so he's banned, not just from competing at EVO, but going to EVO. They said if he like shows up at EVO, they're going to escort him off the premises. So, banned from everything, basically.
There is a lot of he say, she say involved. Where messages were being shown on Twitter and on Facebook or whatever the case may be. It doesn't erase the fact that this woman put in a complaint.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to stand. Doesn't matter what happened before that, because what happened before that was not known until after the fact. That's what happens.
And regardless of what like you shouldn't have done it. Right. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
How silly do you have to be? Like.
Yeah. The other thing too is like I know a lot of people have said, you know, based on things that have been claimed, like you said, he said, she said, that perhaps the girl should be banned as well. Look, unfortunately, just there's no. It's unfortunate to say there's no evidence, and I know Noel did not file a complaint. So in that kind of situation, it's hard to, obviously a lot of people are saying that it did happen. Well, a couple of people are saying it did happen and such, but there's nothing there's nothing actionable. You can't do anything about it. So unfortunately, that part has to just kind of, we just have to accept that we can't really do anything about that.
Right.
The Noel thing on camera, the girl complained about it, so there you go. And again, we mentioned last week, the three of us, without Sajam here though, that we said that it's probably the right course of action to ban him from Combo Breaker and ban him from events, because this is not the first time that he's run into these kind of situations.
This is true.
He's had some other situations in the past. And look, as much as I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, this is too much of a pattern now. You can't do it anymore. We already gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
It already happened. And so now it's just like, I'm sorry, like, this has to happen. We need to set some boundaries. We need to set some precedents. And I'm not saying that we're using him as, like, to set an example, the
thing is about it is that you can't get upset with the person who it happened to, regardless if she did it first, because obviously if it was a problem, Noel would have did something about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it seems, and this is just, you have to play both sides. Even if, the issue of her doing it first was completely besides the point. Right. For the simple fact that it wasn't reported. Like if it was a thing, like this person did this, you'd have to take the exact same steps to report that.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly how it goes. But when it's said and done, you can't be mad at the the person who ran the event, because the person who ran the event, you have to remember, like, not only is that his business venture, that looks at anybody who's involved at the FGC. Like, that puts all of us under a curtain. Like, you can't do anything about it. And it sucks, but on the same note, if you don't want something like that to say that you're a part of it, you condone action by not speaking.
Yeah. Right. And again, look, we just can't have this keep happening at FGC events. So the fact that everyone kind of came down with this, will hopefully set a message, and now people will, hopefully we're not going to have these kind of situations, happen.
It's a standard. It's a standard that's being set, and it shouldn't have to be set, but the fact of the matter is that here we are. Like I said, this is one of the things we deal with in the evolution of being taken seriously as, And
it's not even just like Combo Breaker's doing it. It's like Capcom set the standard. They're like, look, this can't happen. Evo did the same thing. So I'm glad that happened and they stepped up.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'll bounce back next year. Noel's a resilient guy. And, I mean, I wish him the best regardless. So, I'm pretty sure, like I said, he can come back stronger.
I mean, let's just hope that if he does come back, and I just hope that he learns from this, you know what I mean? And starts to understand, because, look, obviously what he did was wrong, right? And so he should definitely reconsider a lot of things, think about things a little bit differently. And, hopefully, I'm not opposed to giving people second chances unless it's something completely egregious, like really, really, really terrible. So, hopefully he thinks about this, he reevaluates it, and he changes something. If he does show up, let's hope it's like a new Noel.
Right.
So. In any case, so let's move on from that, because I think we've talked about that enough. Let's move on to something that I know that you and I are.
All right, well, you guys go ahead.
Well, first off, let's say, why aren't you playing Guilty Gear?
I'm planning on getting the game.
So you're just waiting?
Yeah.
Then you should be able to enjoy this with us.
No, actually, I'm super excited for Gear. I want the game really badly on PC. If they announce, like, tomorrow, they're like, the game's going to come out on PC in 6 months, it's going to have crossplay to PS4, like, I'll pre-order it right now.
Dude,
I'll buy it right now.
I have had so many people tell me that they want it on PC.
I want it on PC stat, because I play every fighting game right now on PC. Like, I play Street Fighter, which has crossplay on PC, and KI, which has crossplay on PC. So, like,
you're not playing MKX on PC.
No, I play MK on console. I play MK is the only console game that I play.
Right?
I don't have Pokken though.
Oh, you don't have Pokken? Okay, got it.
Well, if I had Pokken, I'd wish it was on PC too, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
but anyway, so like the point is, I really wish it was on PC, but I'm probably gonna just buy the game on PS4 anyway. I don't have a PS4 stick, but apparently Legacy works, of course.
Yeah, Legacy works. Yeah. No, Legacy definitely works.
If that's the case,
it's
then
legit plug and play Legacy.
Yeah, I want to play Johnny or Sin. So
okay.
Well, those characters look really
Johnny,
sick. Johnny looks so sick.
He's so broken. He's
broken. So but like he looks so cool, just the way he animates, and
when
he does the J. That is like the coolest thing any character does. I think
the name of the super is What's My Name.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I mean, he's only been doing it for like already like 10 years or
something.
Someone's a little late.
It looks so pretty now, though. The game looks amazing. Yeah, the game looks incredible. I also heard that PS4 netcode is better.
Oh my god! So like,
I'm spoiled.
So look. First off, like Guilty Gear, like regular Exit Online was not bad. It wasn't.
Dust we trust.
How
does he plan these?
I don't know, dude. But it wasn't bad. But I can tell you right now, like I played Kugi Online, and Broken Tier, and when I played him, he's in Arizona. In the other game, it was like 3. I can tell you that right now. It was 3 frames of lag and the whole 9. But now it's 2. And not only that, in between the versus screen, it tells you how fast each person is connecting. So so if I'm playing you, it shows both of our connections, not just one on one side.
So you can figure out who's the lagger when people are like, "Man, my internet's so good," blah blah blah, and it's like they got
and
it's so much better. On top of that, the lobbies are a lot better.
Lobbies are so
The
cute.
tutorial looks really good from what I saw.
Dude, I paused the game in training mode and there's a button that says FAQ and there's like these balloons on the side and you hit triangle and all of a sudden all these balloons pop up. They're like, I can't block, I can't run. What am I supposed to look at? Who do I play?
I played like the tutorial or I played the whatever it was, the training mode and the challenge mode and the tutorial on Xrd.
Right.
Because Brad has it, my roommate. So I played it on there. And I was like learning how to play Faust, and I was like, "This is so good."
Yeah, it's really
like, it's so good.
I know you said you were going to go through them, right?
Yeah. So what I want to stream it. Like, I just want to stream myself playing it because not only that, but I've seen glimpses of the tutorial mode from videos. Good. Like it's like they teach you to use punch, and there's like minions, like Jacko's minions are on the screen, and you like some of them are low, so you have to crouch punch. Some are in the air, so you have to jump punch them, and like they teach you all these different things. So I just want to go through the whole thing. Not only that, but because I have played Guilty Gear before, I can kind of expand on things, that are happening. Like, this is what you should take away from the tutorial. They have these great mission modes that teach. Like, I know in Xrd Sign, they taught you how to option select throw in the mission mode.
This is true.
Like, it's literally saying, like, this is an option select.
Dude, no fighting game shouldn't have a good tutorial. I think that is something you should invest in if you're making a fighting game. Like, KI's tutorial is really good. MK's wasn't that bad. Guilty Gears is incredible. Like, if you have a modern fighting game, it should have a good tutorial. It's so hard to play fighting games.
And you have to think about it. Like I said, this is like, so it has a great tutorial.
Yep.
The online is amazing. The lobbies are amazing.
Right.
They have all these options set up in lobby. Rematch, the whole, not like...
There's legacy controller support.
And it's plug-and-play legacy controller support.
Right. It's not like register or
it's not registered.
Like
Apparently, that was the correct way to do it. From what Mike Z said. He said the way that they're doing it now is the correct way to do it. And then on top of that,
the soundtrack's amazing.
Well, I mean, Daisuke is like a god of music. So, you can't go wrong with that.
I get hyped just from the title screen music.
Dude, so on top of that,
I was like, oh my, it's so good.
So, on top of that, they have new songs to get. And they have new colors. But the songs, you can get like Iska songs, and they have lyrics now.
Oh, really?
Dude, I was playing to the same song, and the words was, oh man, it's so sick.
Speaking of that, if you guys are even thinking about getting Guilty Gear, you should download the free characters now.
Yeah.
So the characters are free right now. So go to PSN Store, download
PlayStation store.playstation.com
and
download
Raven.
Oh, I didn't even download.
Yeah, you need to download. It's two. It's Raven, Heyoon, and you get free colors too. You get the Eclipse colors.
So I got the 2 free characters plus the free colors, and then so that way when you do end up getting the game, or even if you never do, whatever, right? But when you do end up getting the game, you'll have it. So I downloaded the characters today because I'm planning on getting the game.
And I downloaded the new colors as well. Like they have a bunch of new colors.
Oh, really?
Some that you can only buy, and they have like I think it's 7 through 18 that you have to unlock in the game. Yeah, I mean, you look at a game like this, and then you look at Street Fighter, and
come on, man.
Like package wise, I meant like after you pay $60 for a game or $50 for a game,
you get your money's worth.
You get your money's worth. Like this game gives you everything you need.
My favorite thing was just even in the title screen that they have an L1 and an R1 that you can go to any mode and hold the button down, and it shortcuts to there. So now when you're on the title screen, I'm like, I want to go training mode. L1, it's training mode.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, it's so good.
Good.
I mean, the one thing I will say, so I even said that on Twitter yesterday. I was like, look, if you want to support a company that give you the complete package, you got to buy Revelator, right?
I mean...
That's what I'm planning on doing.
I'm telling you now, dude, like, I already love Guilty Gear. No but I'm going to tell you right now, like, I got back from Philly, and I got off the plane, and I went right to the store, and I bought it. And I was like... It's so good.
Like, you haven't even opened it yet. You're like,
also, I was just looking at it. I was like,
hey, it's going to be the 3rd to last game at EVO this year.
Yeah, that's right.
You might as well learn it.
That was another thing that happened.
I'm so excited about that.
Forgot about that.
The EVO lineup. We should talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to events.
Also, I thought of another topic, but we'll get there.
Okay, but no, the one thing I do want to point out though is that someone did say that to be fair for Capcom. And again, I know a lot of people are always mad because they think I'm a Capcom apologist or whatever.
You damn shill, James.
Yeah, I know. I am a Capcom.
He's doing it right now. You
I'm
can't
doing
even
it
stop
right
himself.
now. Here we go.
Jesus.
Here it comes. Right. So, like, Revelator obviously is the second edition of the game that came after an arcade release. Right. A lot of people have described Street Fighter V as the arcade release of the game. You know, so obviously it's going to come out and be missing a lot of things, right? Because it wasn't like developed for the arcade, get some time to stew in the arcade, now it comes out in the home version, has all these features. Now here comes the second version, now we can add all these more versions to it. However, that's only on the assumption that Capcom will improve a lot of those things, right? We don't know if that's going to happen yet, so we can't necessarily give Capcom a pass at all.
That's true.
Especially since the release of Guilty Gear was good anyway.
Right.
I mean, everything leading up to the release was good. It was like, yo, Revelators come out, we're going to give you a date. We're like, sick. Hey, if you reserve the game, we basically give you the arcade version. I'm like, oh my God. Whoever thought about that, they deserve a raise.
That guy's a genius.
That guy's a genius. He's riding around in a solid gold car. Because that's the raise he got.
We had tournaments for Revelator like months before
on the demo. And then on top of that, like, they give you the two of three DLC characters for free. Extra colors, and then the game drops, and it has better online, it's like better every time you heard something, it was better.
I will say this, though. I will say this. If this version of Street Fighter V that we are playing right now came out only in the arcades and was not a home version,
that'd be perfect.
We would all be shitting ourselves about how great this game is.
Yeah.
Right? But it's really just a lot of the stuff that's... The home system release was just faulty. Right?
Yeah.
Unless, of course, the arcade did have 8 frames of lag, then we would all be yelling about that.
Oh, wait. 8 frames is a problem now, huh, guys?
well, that was one thing that they came out with. They came out with, and they said, Capcom came out and they kind of addressed it. They said they're going to be a lot more, they're going to use communication a lot better when it comes to development of game types.
Yes.
Now, the thing is that we're kind of getting off topic here, but I guess we can kind of transition into this because it kind of goes in lieu of what we're talking about when it comes to how good it is. Capcom came out with a statement saying, hey, we're going to make sure that we're going to communicate more with the community and with the developers to make sure that we have a more complete product overall. And a lot of people took to Twitter, and I was reading all this stuff. I wasn't commenting on it, but I was reading a lot. People were saying, hey, you might as well delay the game if it's going to do this. You might as well make this, if it's going to be this much better. You want to do these things to ensure that you have a great launch of a game, especially a game like Street Fighter is supposed to be the best fighting game in the world. The best fighting game.
It was supposed to be the next coming of like FGC.
Supposed to be the Messiah. It was supposed to be the future. It was supposed to carry us.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, it was supposed to carry us into the great beyond.
I loved you. You were supposed to be the chosen one.
They addressed a bunch of things in this huge giant thing that they put out. Capcom Japan was like, it's all Capcom USA.
That's right. Yeah.
Capcom USA was like, our bad bros, and then Japan was like, it's their fault.
Dude, they threw them under the bus so bad.
The fact that Japan shifted the blame, I'm like, I blame Japan now.
Oh, passing the buck.
Basically they said
blame Japan.
They said that the release schedule that Capcom USA showed at like some of those talks at EVO and such was not approved by Capcom Japan, so they weren't supposed to come out with a character every month, etc.
You know what they said? The thing, from what my understanding is...
Are you serious?
My understanding is that, like, when that happened, their plan was just not to tell anybody when the characters were going to come out, and, like, they'll come out when they come out.
Right.
And I was like, that sounds terrible.
That's the
I don't like
idea.
that at
You
all.
can get one character 1 month, 2 characters another month, 3 months down the line, you get a half a character. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Like, that makes no sense. So I appreciate if Capcom USA had been like, here's the plan, and then they had been like, at the start of May, been like, hey guys, guess what? Ibuki might be a little late, so we're going to push her back a month. We'll give you guys some gameplay at the end of May instead, and you guys will have a trailer. And then this is also what's going to come out in June, and instead that means our June character is going to be in July, and our July character is going to be X. Like, if they had just been a bit more open.
No, it's funny because last week, I know some people were like, why do you always like have to blame the Japanese companies, blah, blah, blah. Why do you talk about the culture stuff? Isn't that racist, whatever? But I mean, given the response from Capcom of Japan, I think it's kind of justified to say that, how much you want to bet Capcom USA was like, let's announce that we're late, and Capcom Japan was probably like, no, don't do that, I should totally use a bad Asian accent to make it as racist.
James, don't
do that.
they'll blame me for it. See this? They'll be like, oh, a racist person on Ultra Chen, it must have been this guy.
Yeah, I know. Racist comment from Ultra Chen TV, and it's just going to be a picture of you.
My face. It's going
to be the best picture ever. It's him looking at the shake like... Anyway.
But I will say one thing, though. Hans announced that they're going to do a lot better at communication. And I just got word from some of the mods at our Street Fighter that he's been posting in a bunch of threads. He's been responding to a bunch of people. So Hans is definitely holding up to his end of that statement. And he is talking to a lot of people. So shout outs to Lord Hans.
Shout outs to Lord Hans. Yeah. Shin Hans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they posted this, Capcom posted this big thing. And they're like, we messed up. We're going to communicate more. I hope that's true. They addressed 8 frames.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some lag that's not supposed to be there.
And
we'll look into it. And at the end, in parentheses, it said, Sage-Ham was right.
Oh, okay. Look.
That's what it said at the
bottom.
Dude, have you read the YouTube comments on that video, dude? There are so many people who are mad at us.
They hate you guys.
For him.
They hate you. They're like, I don't get it. Those Ultra Chen guys are the worst.
Dude, we're Capcom.
None of them are right. They're like, they must be paid by Capcom. Yeah, and I was like, wait, if they're paid by Capcom, can I get the money? And then I'll be like, lag is fine. No.
But see, that's why you were against it, because
they didn't pay me.
You didn't get any of the money. So.
Capcom, come on,
man. So wait a minute.
I'll send you my PayPal, Capcom. We can work this out.
Now that they came out and said this, and Ibuki's going to be late, this transitions into the next topic. Do you guys think Ibuki should be playable at EVO?
Hell no. If she comes out after EVO's date, which is already mad late as it is, hell no, she shouldn't be playable at EVO. That's so soon. Are you serious?
So you agree?
I honestly do not think she should be playable at EVO.
I definitely agree she shouldn't be playable.
If she comes out after EVO's date, which I think is already like...
Well, you're talking about EVO's cutoff date.
EVO's cutoff date.
Cutoff date.
Yeah, if she comes out after EVO's cutoff date, no exception, she should be Dunzo. Dunzo Banzo. Like, no problem about it. Like,
did you say Dunzo Banzo?
I did. Dunzo. There's no way she should be playable.
These new kids are saying Dunzo Banzo. I don't...
It sounds like the next game from Rare.
I know, right?
I would play it.
The exclusive sequel to Banjo and Kazooie. Yeah. Dunzo Banzo.
It sounds like
it's like a guy with a banjo. Traveling hobo with a banjo.
But yeah, if she comes out after that, hell no, she shouldn't be playable.
If she's like only out for 2 weeks, because you know what's going to happen is that people are going to find something broken with her and not say anything.
Oh yeah, it's going to be so cool. Then we get to play with Ibuki, and then we get to see the Naruto hand seals, and then you know what happens? A guy wins EVO with a glitch of a bomb that takes off every bit of your life. Yeah. KO, perfects up and down. You know where else that happened? Remember Tanya at CEO last year?
That was the grossest thing of all.
Wasn't that the best? You know, just a bunch of wab. That wasn't cool. Wab. That wasn't cool. Wab. That wasn't cool to you guys. No. I thought it was amazing. I mean, Ed Boon must have thought it was amazing too, because he was sitting right there. I was looking, and I saw the light leave his eyes.
His eyebrows.
He was like, "Oh my god!"
His eyebrows were shrinking every match. He's like, "Oh god, no, my power level."
Second match, it was like his body was like parallel to the floor. Like he was like, I can't believe it got this bad. Like,
how fast did Tanya get nerfed before EVO? Boom!
Instant.
That was like the fastest patch that ever came out. Like, Ed Boon was probably on the phone like,
dude, if you saw his face, I was in the ring looking at his face. He was like, it was legit like he had just gotten into an argument with his mom. He's like,
he was on the phone. All the money going to the PC version. Remove that. We need a patch. We need a patch that
ASAP. Like he was a surgeon. Tourniquet. I need a syringe. I need a patch that. Oh Jesus! The blood is in my eyes. He's like, I need a patch that.
He cuts out the PC version, inserts the patch, sews them up. Boom! Stat clear.
Back up. He's like backing away. All right, let's get out of here.
Is it good?
I'm back on for Boston 4.
Okay, we're good. She's recovered.
Okay. That's exactly what happened.
But I mean,
no Ibuki at EVO. No Ibuki.
If she comes out after the release date, Dunzo.
Okay, I just realized something, that maybe David is here for structure.
Maybe. You can't tell me what to do, Mr. Lawyer Man. I do what I want.
I think it's going fine.
Okay, fair. Okay, fine.
We're grown adults, so we can handle this.
Well, we're grown adults.
Yeah.
Right. So
we can't even take this guy on the radio.
He can't vote yet. He can't vote yet. So.
One
They
day.
just got quiet fast.
Have that birds and the bees talk one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, but like you guys were saying, no, I definitely, not cool. I wouldn't even put that on. That's not a joke.
I want a Mani Buki, and I don't think she should be legal.
Yeah.
See, listen to the pale guy. Listen to the pale guy.
No, I agree. I agree with the pale guy.
So, do we have anything else to add to this topic?
About Guilty Gear, Exit
About Guilty
Revelator?
Gear, transition into Street Fighter, transition into NRS games.
Yeah. No, I think we're good.
I mean, if we want to talk about NRS games, we could talk about Injustice.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
That's an E3. That's an E3 hopeful.
That's an E3 Okay, let's take a break.
All right,
Let's take a break. We need to recoup ourselves, gather ourselves back on topic here, and then we will talk about E3. We're just going to talk about, maybe what we might see in terms of fighting games, or just in general, and games in general. I just want to know what your opinions on E3 are when we come right back.
Bang bang.
All right, welcome back to Ultra Chen TV show. I'm James Chen.
I'm Tasty Steve.
And I'm Sajam.
We do have a list of topics here on the side. We were going to move over to
none of those are right.
Information, but there was a couple of things that we brought up that we wanted to talk about. Did you just try to do David's thing?
I pointed at the side. This is really difficult.
Dude, everyone's trying to jack people's stuff, right? You stole my pun. I stole your segue.
Oh, he did steal you stole my segues because I stole your pun.
Yeah, you stole my pun.
I straight up. The best part is we're on commentary and the monitor's over here, so we're doing this, and then he just turns to me and he's like, and looked at me like I was the one who killed Pokemon's dad. He's like,
dude, it was true.
What is your deal?
Yeah, exactly.
What is?
Gee golly gumdrop, Steve. You did not. I was just like, oh my god, that was the scariest moment of my life.
But then I came back with a pun.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyways. So before we talk about E3 hopefuls, you wanted to talk about, there's a little bit of debate that was going on Twitter about Namco.
So we came from Wizard World Philly this week, and I got on Twitter and I was like, man, I think it's really cool that Namco is bringing this game to events. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong, it is $50 a day to get into this event, but it's free play. 1, 2, the tournament's free to enter. Mm-hmm. And 3, you also have a payout of top 8. Mm-hmm. So it's a $3,000 pot in all the top 8.
And if the tournament wasn't happening, you wouldn't get to play the game at all.
Exactly.
Right.
So, they're saying Ayo fix the mics. I don't know why they're saying that.
What happened to the mics?
I don't know. Everything looks normal
to
me.
Okay, maybe it's just that guy. Might have to turn up your volume. So after the event, I posted, I think it's really cool, and there were a few people that say it was nothing but complaints. Now, granted, a bunch of these complaints came from New York because Rip actually won the event. Finally won the event.
He cleaned up. He did not lose a game all tournament.
He didn't lose a game in the entire
tournament.
And on top of that, all of the New York guys, they were just legit butthurt about it. They were holding it. They were just like, that sucks that we don't get to play the game, and Rip's going to all these events, and he's playing it, and I'm here to tell you guys, he does not get to play as much as you think. He plays almost, if not less, than the people that come there to play.
He only plays in tournament.
That's all he does, right?
Okay. I went to sit down. I got halfway through a match. 1 round in, and they're like, hey, Steve, we need you. And I was like, well, I guess
what the best part is that Rip was stuck on commentary all weekend, and New York played for 3 days straight. They were just grinding for the tournament. Tournament starts, Rip, boom, tournament's over. Okay. That was it. That's exactly, if you want to recap, that's what Grand Finals, and the whole tournament looked like that.
But shout outs to Reno Face. Shout outs to everybody that played. Justin entered. He actually made top 5.
5th place.
That's right.
So he was in the money as well. And you still, in each event, like I said last week, each event gets more and more hectic when it comes to like business. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I've also heard that it's literally like Mark said that with the first few events he was literally bringing one copy of the game, and now it's like up to like 7 or 8 copies of the game, so
and they're all full. Like we walked in and nobody was on them, and then within 10 minutes, every station had people playing.
Dude, I'd be playing some Akuma right away.
Well, it's not that build. It's just Tekken 7. Akuma's in the FR build that's only available at the FGC event.
Akuma is
so sick. Justin got 5th without Akuma.
Exactly.
He's playing Jack.
He's playing Jack. And so
Jack is crazy. He's just like sits there, and then as soon as you move, like whip punish.
Yeah. And the thing is, Justin wasn't even doing the real combo.
Didn't know a combo.
He beat legitimate Tekken players doing not real combos.
Dude, you just described how he wins all of Street Fighter V, dude. Right?
He was explaining to Rip and I why he got good at Tekken, and he was like, "Yeah, back at Tekken 5, they told me that Tekken was too hard. I'd never be good at it.
Right.
So I grinded until I was the best Tekken player in New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he was like, I won every tournament for Tekken.
I have footage of him winning Evo East.
Why would you taunt him? I would just be like, yeah, you shouldn't play Tekken.
I think that's a little bit out of your reach.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Wong, whatever you played, Marvel versus Capcom, whatever.
You're really good at
cartoons,
that.
Okay? Just stay over there.
Why would you taunt Justin Wong?
Okay, I'm going to taunt Justin Wong here, okay? I'm going to do this for us, Steve, okay? There was an Evo East. It was a team tournament for Guilty Gear. This is the infamous one that Steve Harrison got to top 3 by himself because his team abandoned him. So he basically had to qualify for the tournament playing. If he lost once, that was it. He was the only guy on his team. And he OCV'd every team to get to top 4, basically.
Jeez.
It was pretty ridiculous. But I went there for the team tournament. I didn't have a team. And I was like, hey, let me see if I can find a team. You know who I found to get on my team? Justin Wong. And I was like, I got Justin Wong on my Guilty Gear team. I'm so good. Like, we're just totally going to win because Justin's good at everything. He got bodied. He was terrible at the game. He didn't do anything. And we just got destroyed.
Was he still playing Potemkin?
I think he was playing Baiken at that tournament. Okay. And I was so mad. So, you know what? Justin, you suck at Guilty Gear. Come and get good at Guilty Gear. I want to see him body everyone in Guilty Gear.
You can body everybody. You're not going to body me.
Dude, I want him to come in and blow everyone up in Guilty Gear. I think that would be sick.
Run the gambit on these guys. Not me, though. Because that's not going to happen.
Justin sucks is what he said.
I'm not saying that.
Exactly.
I never said that in my life. I said Justin Wong has a guile in Street Fighter V.
I'm 1-0 against him in Super Turbo as well. We're using our mains. But of course, he changed his main.
I'm 1-0 against him in Street Fighter V. I'm never playing him again.
Yeah, seriously.
These guys are babies.
Ever.
I'm 1-0.
Hold that,
Justin. Dude, the door's gonna like fly open. Justin's
gonna come here with his controller. Yeah, I used my EG teleporter to get here. Heard you guys are talking smack. I actually have an EG radar, so when someone talks smack about,
is gonna come in.
He's gonna hop up.
He's gonna do the barrel roll.
And the Wong copter's gonna try to fly away, and Chris Evans is gonna grab it and just like reel back. I mean, look, this is his room. We can't talk smack about Justin in his room.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Anyways, well, the point is. Rip went out and
oh, that's right. Okay.
All East Coast, well, New York,
Hold that.
And they continued to talk smack about him. Now, basically, what happened is people on Twitter felt like it wasn't fair that they have to travel to these events, these Wizard World events, pay $50 a day to enter a tournament to play a game that they don't feel like they can win. And my argument was, hey, you can't be upset. At least the company's trying. Now, there were some people saying, well, why don't they just? I have to spend $50. Then I have to play with these people that are definitely better than me, and they get to play more than me, and I just want to play the game. And I'm like, well, sorry, you're going to be waiting until it comes out on console. If that's your complaint, saying that you don't want to play with people that are better than you, you need to wait for the console version anyway.
Right.
So there is no date for it, and that does suck. But Namco has a business model structure where they make money still in the arcades.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously they're going to be concerned about that arcade business first.
So even though it sucks, it is what it is, and you have a chance to play it instead of no chance at all.
Exactly.
So.
$50 seems like a lot till you realize that even if that game was in arcades, to play as much as you were playing, I guarantee you it's still worth it to go to that event.
Yeah, because you'd be getting dunked by everybody you played in the arcade anyway, so you have to keep putting money in to try to play.
You gotta keep putting money in. You're gonna spend at least $50 to play that game. Even if you don't want to go to Wizard World or pick up some of the cool stuff they have there, you want to go and play Tekken, it's definitely still worth it. Only if it's in your state, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Only in your state.
And then if you just go to the FGC events, most of them have free spectating. You can play Tekken there anyway.
And those tournaments are still free to enter.
Yeah.
Even if you go to an FGC
Combo Breaker
event, it was free.
CEO is free to enter.
It's free to enter.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it does suck that you might have to travel. But most of the events that Wizard World have went to, they have all been Midwest events. They went to St. Louis. They went to Chicago. I mean, we're going to Chicago.
Yeah.
We just came from Philly. And it's going to continue to be that way. We're going to be in Sacramento. They're going to be at Summer Jam.
Murray and Harada are going to be in Sacramento Wizard World.
That's cool.
I think that's really cool.
I don't know why, but that's going to be... I don't know what they're there to do. Look, but hopefully it's an announcement for the console release.
I mean, that's what... I'm thinking...
Or E3.
I was talking to Rip about this. I think at E3 they might give us a date. Like, I don't know for sure. I really don't.
Right.
But I
tie it into the E3 segment.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to do. Like, so, I mean, in all honesty, I think that we could get a date coming up, especially considering that Harada will be at Wizard World in Sacramento.
Right.
Harada and Michael Murray.
Which is like the week after.
Right.
Yeah. So, we might actually get that date. I say come out to these Wizard World events. If you're a fan of Tekken and it's in your area, I guarantee you it's so worth it. You think that $50 is a lot, but I guarantee you get there and you would have spent more money in an arcade playing that game than you would to go to that event.
Here's the other thing too that when people complain about this stuff, they usually complain about it, but they don't think about the alternatives, right? So okay, let me explain what the alternative is. They don't bring it to Wizard World. They still are going to run this King of Iron Fist tournament. All the qualifiers are only going to be in Asia, because that's where you can play the game in the arcade. So that means the U.S. players don't get to play it for any amount of money. They have no chance to make it in the tournament anyway, and that's it. Like, how is that better than having them bring it to these Wizard World events and Combo Break and all these where you can play it and try to qualify it?
It's like the better scenario to two situations.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Like, you're not going to get the optimal situation that you want, which is just the game is coming out on console. You're just not going to get it.
And it's not even like this. And it's not even like you go there and it's just an empty machine. It's a legit arcade setup. And you can bring a PlayStation controller to play on or your own controller.
Yeah.
So it's like they're giving you these opportunities. Shout outs to Namco Bandai. And I just think it's really cool that they thought about the community enough to at least attempt. Might not be the best, I reiterate, might not be the best, but at least they're trying to make it so you can play this game before it comes out.
Yeah. So, I mean, apparently, I'm being told in chat that a lot of the people complaining aren't even necessarily just the competitors. It's just people who just want to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, I want to play the game too, but here we are.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, I might get to play it once or twice for half a game, but the fact of the matter is, I would much rather play it at my house.
I played a Kuma game, that was fun. A game.
Dude, I want to play that
game. I've been at like every event it's been at. I played a Kuma a game.
You see what I mean? I mean, put like this, like I said. But all I'm saying is, I think you have to give credit where credit's due. Right. Namco Bandai, shout outs to those guys for giving us the opportunity.
I think they're doing a great job.
It's better than nothing, too.
It's better than nothing. I'm sorry. I put like this. I'm sorry that it's not going to help everybody the best way, but I mean, another example. When we got a Blaze Blue Central Fiction.
Oh, at the round one arcade.
When we got it at the round one. Like, I don't even remember who it was, but people complained about the price of the game. Now, I used to work for round one, and I'm trying to tell you guys right now, you complaining about a game that we weren't even technically supposed to have, I mean, we're doing that for you guys. That doesn't make us money because we're gaining like a quarter, and the rest of the money goes to the company.
Right.
We're screwed. We're helping you guys. How are you complaining? I don't understand. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that.
Well, so with Tekken 7, with E3 being next week, do you think that they're going to announce finally a console release?
Dude, I hope so.
I hope
so.
I'll be real sad if
Harada and Murray are going to be here, so like,
you better.
I'm praying that they give us a date I can play this game. Like, it's so sick. So fun, dude. Even Tekken 7, 2 Tekken FR, it's so beautiful.
I mean, I'm just excited because I know the game is a lot more beginner friendly, and
so Arturo even posted too. He said he was one placing away from getting in the money, and he said himself that he mashes. He was like, "Dude, I'm not good at Tekken. I mash." But you know what happens? The same thing that I was saying to these people that said, "Hey, Tekken is too hard," and they were like, "Look, you can't do this, and it's really hard to get into this game." Crack Prime was one of those people we were talking with, and Art was like, "Hey, I was one round away from making it into the money, and I mash." He said that. So it's like,
I mean, to be fair, Arturo has good fundamentals.
He knows how to play.
Yeah, he knows
how to play.
Yeah.
But
It's not literally. He was like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, you give that credit to everybody, in all honesty. If someone is paying attention to the scene at all, I feel like fundamentals is further along than those coming in from a casual base. But whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but in terms of other fighting game news, I mean, is there anything that you're looking forward to coming out of E3? Because it's interesting. Because the funny thing is, someone asked me this on Twitter, like, what are you like? I hope you guys talk about E3. I want to hear what your opinion on fighting game stuff coming out. Like, I feel like everything that fighting games has already been talked about. Like, there's like nothing left to announce.
Oh, James, but there is.
Oh, there definitely is.
Okay.
So let's put like this.
Yes.
So Ed Boon, who's really active on Twitter, he came back and he was like, I'm looking at these tweets, by the way. So the first one is, he says either 2 or 11.
Right.
Now.
And they all changed their profile pictures to these like 2 side-by-side.
These 2 Roman numerals.
Oh, okay.
So basically what he was hitting at either is Injustice 2 or Mortal Kombat 11.
Right.
We all know which one I wanted.
Yeah.
Injustice 2. The teaser poster for Injustice 2 got leaked with Batman all kryptonite suited up versus Flash. And they also posted a boot, which now is clearly probably Flash's.
You think so?
It was a red boot.
But his toes were hanging out.
It could be Superman's also.
I think that'd be weird. Unless they have some crazy story going on. But my thing is this. Okay, so you're right.
I'm going to let you go.
They had like the frame and they had the foot, but it was like legit a toe hanging out. Like the way it was designed. It didn't look like a DC character. And if it was a funky redesign. But if you look at the background could be anything. But I'm thinking it's both. What if it's like Mortal Kombat versus DC 2?
Yeah, I heard David.
They
kind
have
of
the thing for Injustice 2 though, like the poster that released.
What if that's a tease?
The poster they released is Injustice 2.
Because he says 2 or 11, maybe he means it's both.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying.
Oh God, I hope not. Look.
What if it's Mortal Kombat versus DC 2? And that would be Mortal Kombat 11.
God, no.
And it would still be Injustice 2.
But the best thing about it is you could represent it by just putting 2 1s, right? It's 1 and it's 2 and it's 11.
That's what I'm saying. You could have got baited. You could have got baited. Look at you. You can't even believe it. You can't even believe it. You're done. Your body.
So let me talk about Injustice 2.
What is your take on Injustice
2? Yeah, what is
I
your
am
take?
so
dear sir, what is your take on Injustice 2?
fucking excited for Injustice 2.
Okay.
Oh my God. Look, Injustice was the best. Injustice was such a sick game. I loved it.
That's kind of how you got into the fighting game community, right?
It was, because I got in after EVO 2009, so I was an 09er, but I didn't really start competing or getting into anything until 2013 with Injustice. And that's when I started making YouTube content all serious, and then doing commentary, and then competing.
So you
was
basically
with Injustice.
Injustice is what got you to Wednesday night fights.
FGC.
Right. The first Wednesday night fights I went to was the week after Injustice came out. So I am incredibly excited. I hope there's variations.
Oh dang!
Because could you imagine for a Green Lantern, there's a Green Lantern variation, and then he has a yellow variation where he's Yellow Lantern, and he has different constructs, and then a Red Lantern where he has like all different constructs based on like the red ring. And then I'm thinking, like, what if Beast Boy's in the game? And he has, like, 3 different variations of different animals that he can turn into.
So he can have, like, speed animals where he can be, like, a cheetah.
So you could actually... Because the funny thing is, you could also do crazy things like Earth 1 version of this, Earth 2 version of the... You know?
I was going to say for Flash, like, everybody wanted Zoom in the game. And I'm like, why don't you just do Flash with a variation where he's, like, Reverse Flash and Zoom as the
I think
other
that'd be
variation.
stupid, though. That kind of defeats the purpose, though.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like an example of something you could do, right? Like, you could have, like, Flashpoint Paradox Flash as one or something.
You remember how Wonder Woman could change stances? Maybe they just make the stances 2 different versions.
They have, like, Sword and Shield Wonder Woman, and they have, like, regular one.
And then maybe just, like, I use bracelets all
Nightwing might come back.
That would be sick.
My first true fighting game character love. I hope he doesn't come back because I have a feeling he's gonna suck again.
Nightwing?
Yes, and I don't want to play a crappy character.
I saw Perfect Legend. He said he wanted Static Justice. I said Static Justice.
He wants Static Shock.
And I think that would be sick.
I hope Hawkman comes in this game instead of just Hawkgirl. Yeah, I'd rather have Hawkman than
Hawkman. I want Damian Wayne Robin.
I think that if Nightwing's in the game, or they'll be like Robin, and Robin will have like, it'll be like Damian Wayne Robin, Nightwing variation, something else.
Probably like Red Hood.
Red Hood. That would be a sick character, right? Red Hood, Nightwing, Damian Wayne. variation of Robin, that would be ridiculous.
I just hope that they fix the Flash, because the Flash was the character I wanted to play the most in Injustice, and he was the one that I was most disappointed with.
Why? What did you like about him?
Because he didn't feel like the Flash to me. Like, I always said, when you do the wager system, like, you know how they get knocked across the screen and they run at each other?
Yeah.
He should have just stood there. And, like, the other guy should just run up, and then he should just be right there, like, right at the end.
Oh, come on.
I said,
that's the silliest complaint.
I said, like, when he hits you with buttons, like, it should look, like, odd, and every time he punched you, it'd be, like, 5-hit combo, 20-hit combos.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but he has the slowdown combos where he's, like, super fast.
Yeah,
and
I know,
you, like,
but can you
No. Think about it. Like, even though you did, like, a jab, but it was, like, 5 hits.
5 hits.
That'd be sick.
That would be pretty sick.
Dude,
but even he had, like, the stuff where when he hits you with the interactable, he slams your head against the car, like, 50 times really fast. Like, and then he, like, lets go. And then he runs around the world and punches you.
I just think they could have did Flash more interesting.
But the character I want the most is Beast Boy still.
Okay.
Or Animal Man.
You look like a Beast Boy fan.
I'll take Animal Man as a secondary. I hope all the Titans are there, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, the only reason I'm not excited for Injustice is because DC is always got a.
Well, that's what I'm sort of worried about. But Injustice did a pretty good job of it.
Injustice did do a good job of it.
Yeah. What David said though, and I agree with him 100%, is that he is hoping that they actually have sound effects, that they actually have background music,
so gross.
that like the characters actually attack. You know, because the thing about it is, like, look, all you have to do is look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then look at Injustice, right? When you look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3, look at Spider-Man, look at X-23, look at Doctor Strange, look at Doctor Doom, look at all the Marvel characters, and they all fight so differently and dynamically.
They all have noise. They all say things that are cool.
Marvel was so specific about Doctor Strange holding his hands and the spells that he chanted. Like, they legit made him. He's like, his hands have to stay in a specific way when he did. No, they made sure that he did. Even when he said things, they made sure they were so specific about it that they know these characters. They want them to be authentic.
Yeah, I mean, and this
Marvel can be a pain in the ass for that.
This game is coming out before it's like so. Injustice 2 is going to get announced. DC is making a bunch of movies.
Right.
They're making a Justice League movie. Which is probably going to suck,
like
Batman vs Superman. But still, they're making a bunch of movies, so they want to promote these characters.
Because the thing about it is, like, when you look at the Injustice characters, yeah, okay, Bane is bigger than everyone, but like for the most part, like most characters are kind of same size-ish and things like.
They're all around the same height.
Like this
Injustice didn't
book,
have any dimensions, man. Like,
yeah,
I look at Injustice, and aesthetically, I was just like, man, it's whatever.
The
backgrounds are cooler.
The music and the way it looked was trashy. The gameplay was
yeah, the game.
But I hope
they had great ideas for characters.
Yeah.
I loved their character designs, but for sure, like, please give us some background music.
Except for Nightwing, who is an acrobat, but also the least mobile character.
Yeah, that made no sense. Come on, man.
They're like, let's give him a staff where he can't move.
Right.
The acrobat.
He's gonna pogo to nowhere. Like, it's just like, what was the point? Anyway.
And it's funny too because I know this is NRS's style, but I brought this up for Tekken and for. And for Mortal Kombat, but I really do feel like that weirdly enough, shouting your special moves is something that I feel like games need.
It's so cool
because it's like
Spider-Man sounds so Spider Sting, maximum
web
Spider.
Sting, you
oh
like
my
that
god,
web,
dude!
You like your web, that kind of stuff.
Impact pump,
it's
flames
also
of the
cool.
belt, impact. I mean, like everyone does it. Like everyone, like
read stream chat when combos happening.
Impact,
They're all just saying quotes.
Impact.
The entire audience is. What does Bionic Commando say when he grabs you and he does the super? Like everyone always shouts it at the end. This
so long, so good.
Yeah, like everyone's like I would like it. Like it was.
You like that?
Nova is such a second.
That song isn't even singing. What are you singing? What is that?
That's the Nova theme.
That's not what.
That's how it goes.
Alright,
now he's like, you like that?
Yeah, I know. We'll forgive Sajam for that. We won't take him to karaoke with us, okay? I don't believe.
What was that? That was what you was doing. What the hell was that? I did not know what you were doing. I was like, yeah, no, it's sick. And you're like, ba-doo, 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 doo, doo, I'm like, what the hell? That's not the Nova thing.
You fucked that thing.
If you sing that, I could seriously sing the bass line for the whole entire song.
Oh my god. Anyways.
I'm interested.
Anyways, look. All I'm saying is, the DC game. I hope they make it so it's so authentic. Like you want to, like I'm all about. Like don't get me wrong. There are very few DC characters that make me want to play them. However, it's all about atmosphere. If you can put it so like authentic that it makes me want to play, you can't deny it. You want to play those games. And on top of that, I want DC people to say, hey, we have this game to play. And on top of that, I really like the system of Injustice. Like I wasn't good at it at all, but that game was really good. I like it.
I love that game.
Like it might seem silly to NRS right now to have Batman go battering, or whatever, or you know,
at least say something
right,
that you can do. Because think about like when yeah, that's all it does. The noises are so like Nightwing just even that was better than fucking Batman just.
Yeah, I will always say, look at Mortal Kombat, right? What is the most iconic thing of Mortal Kombat?
Get over here!
Get over here!
He says something.
And that's what made it. Like, that's what made it. So I feel like, you know, it might seem
before you disagree with James, just think about him throwing a spear through somebody and not saying anything. And think about how lame it was.
Whack. That is whack.
Yeah, even if he was, it'll still be lame.
No, it's not good, yeah. Yeah, but think about, like, Marvel. What is everybody's favorite thing every time Justin plays? Together now! Ice Storm! Everybody loves Ice Storm, right? That's, like, everybody's favorite thing. That kind of stuff.
That always just makes me think of Yipes going, X-Men!
but, like, stuff like that is so important to games, I think.
Well, I mean, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some more KOF news or more screenshots.
It'll be playable.
There's, I mean, I already saw a bunch of stuff that they said, like KOF is going to be playable there. There's going to be like a special build over there. Yeah, so it's going to be playable at the Sony's E3 booth. So it'll definitely be available there. And I mean, game looks better.
Every time I see it, it looks better. And on top of that, like after seeing it in person at a Combo Breaker, like screenshots and the videos that you watch definitely don't do it justice. It runs really smooth, and it definitely does look better than you think it does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's Guilty Gear-esque, but it's nowhere near
It's upgraded from PS2 to PS3 graphics.
Right.
Still maybe a generation behind, but you know.
So besides like fighting game stuff, is there anything you guys are looking forward to at E3?
When the hell is Cuphead coming out? Because I remember seeing Cuphead last year.
Gotta talk to Microsoft, dude. No,
I didn't even. I didn't want to play it at E3 because I wanted to save it.
Last E3,
yeah. But why,
I messed with it a bit.
Why is this thing not out yet, dude? Like, I am just like super hyped for this.
That better be at least like end of this year out, or like a summer title. I think would be really good.
Well, the thing is about it, going a little bit away from fighting games. I think right now we're in that area of game releases that for the most part everything is out. So it's like
a lot of the big titles,
a lot of the big
especially
titles
with Overwatch dropping. Like I can't think of anything that's huge coming out soon.
What would they be able to give us that we didn't already know that was coming? So they would have to be releasing or announcing completely new games.
Actually, you know what I am excited about? I want to see what Nintendo brings out about the NX.
Oh yeah,
because they obviously have this new console that's coming out, and
what are they gonna do with all their games that are for like Wii U next year?
See if they don't come out with NX and say it's like if NX is announced and they say that the Wii U pad is not compatible with this thing, there is gonna be a shitstorm.
That'd be gross.
People are gonna get mad because all of a sudden it's just gonna be like, we just bought this Wii U. What the hell are we supposed to do?
What are they going to announce with the NX unless there's like, they're like, we have a new Smash Zelda and Mario.
The new Zelda's moving over
to NX.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know.
Are they saying that no NX at E3?
Yeah, they're not.
No. That's whack. What are they going to say? I hope we get to see some more Kingdom Hearts.
We're definitely going to see more Kingdom Hearts. It's supposed to come out this year. That and Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how you feel about that, but the new 7 update.
Yeah, I want to see what that looks like. You're not a Final Fantasy VII fan, right?
Not really.
Super. My favorite is 10, so.
Well, I mean, they also announced that they're doing an HD remastering of 12.
12, yeah.
Which 12 is awesome. Like, I love that
It's interesting to me because I played all of... 12 is the one that I've put the most time into. Not necessarily because I really liked it, just because there's a lot of battles that once you programmed your characters properly, it took like 17 hours for it to kill the monster.
Oh my god.
So like literally I would program it and just leave them there, and I would like switch over and watch something else on TV, switch back every once in a while, make sure they're still alive.
Oh god.
But I mean,
think that was dope.
The thing about it is, the thing about 12 is that every character had the same grid, the little checkerboard thing, right? So eventually, once you unlocked everything, every character was the same. Now, Japan then released an international version that had the American voice acting in it and such, but they also changed it so that whenever you got a new character, you had to assign a grid to them, and the grids were like, here's the white mage grid, here's the black mage grid.
Yeah.
And so the characters would be more different, and they would play more specific roles. That's the version they're doing the remaster for. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Actually, I might buy that again if that's the case.
Except I just don't have time to play these games.
Dude, I don't have time. Like, I legit played Guilty Gear today, and I was like, I'm only going to play for an hour. And I ended up playing for like 5 or 6 hours because, one, the story mode, and two, I was just having a lot of fun. So, it's one of those things that is like, you're right, I don't get enough time to play the games that I
Today is my first day home in 2 weeks. I played Overwatch for 3 hours. The people I was playing with have like 45 hours already played. And I was like, you guys are like level 50, and I'm like level 7.
Dude, every time I have a chance to play video games, I'm just playing Street Fighter V now.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get myself better at the game.
So
like Gargos is out in KI, and I got to play him like early access, and then like...
Haven't touched him since.
No.
Dang it.
I got to play him, like, I was one of the people they gave him to stream. And so I was, like, streaming him, and I was, like, sick. And then I left for 2 weeks and haven't played him since.
Well, I mean...
So, besides that, back to E3 news.
Yeah, I mean, they announced Injustice 2.
Or it's like,
they're
going to.
It got leaked.
I'm actually interested in Dead Rising 4, which also got leaked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because...
That is gross.
You don't like Dead Rising?
No.
I think Dead Rising
Dude, that's like a super cathartic game, right?
I like the first one.
Yeah,
I couldn't touch any one.
It's a game it's a game you play just sort of like while you're doing other stuff or not focusing. I'm actually interested, and Frank West might be back.
I think that's pretty
the that's what has me interested, to be honest in it.
What else?
I do want to get back on KI. Man, I need to play that
KI
game
is
again.
sick right now.
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna. I'm
I
probably
wonder
gonna
if they're
hook up
gonna
my
announce
stuff tonight.
anything KI related at E3 because Xbox has a booth or they're doing stuff and everything. So I wonder if there's gonna be like a new character or something.
And honestly, with them pushing all the updates of Street Fighter V to end of June, there's definitely a chance that they're going to... Look, they set up our expectations. I really wish they didn't do that because they were like, we can't wait to tell you all the cool things that are coming out in the June update. And if it's just story mode and Ibuki, we'd be like, that's exactly what you told... Like, the way they said it made it sound like there's more coming. And if that's the case,
we talked about this.
I hope that that's what they announce at E3. Like, look, here's more stuff. CFN is actually going... Because you remember when, before the game came out, someone pointed out this. They had that thing where they said there was going to be daily goals that would get you fight money. Like, hit someone with 17 fireballs or something, and you would get fight... They said that was something they were going to do. It's not there. The CFN, the little rating things...
Don't work.
They don't work.
They don't work.
Like, there's a lot of...
Well, I looked at one, and it definitely like it was updated.
Really?
I haven't seen one.
Yeah, like I fought a bison, and I went and I looked at the bison, and it was definitely all updated.
Huh, interesting. Okay.
But, yeah, I wonder what Capcom is going to do for E3.
I think, well, put it like this, they did trademark a new Resident Evil earlier this year. They might have
I'd be down for a new Resident Evil.
They said they wanted to bring 7 back to its...
horror roots.
See,
They
look.
say that every Resident Evil.
They do.
Look,
and I'm going to tell you right now, this is super controversial. I liked Resident Evil 4's gameplay, but I hated the story. I hated the story.
Okay.
Like the gameplay was amazing.
Yeah.
Even 5. 5 was sick because it's a co-op game, but those games aren't Resident Evil to me. I don't feel like I'm playing Resident Evil.
So
they're
look,
like a horror. They're like Dead Space. It's
so
like
me, 4 is like one of the best action games that I've ever played. Not a horror game.
Yep.
It was definitely a great action game. 5, 6, I enjoyed those. Look, it doesn't matter if you go horror aspect or whatever aspect. Just make the story freaking make sense.
Yeah,
like, why did the main boss turn into a giant fly and then all of a sudden a Tyrannosaurus and then something at the end of 6? I don't even know what the hell was going on. Like, just make the story make sense.
I love Resident Evil 4. It's such a sick game.
4 is so good.
It's such a good game.
Not... You know what? Okay, my experience with 4 was incredible.
You don't like 4?
I'm a story guy. The only way that you can make me continue caring about a game is the story. There's nothing that happened in Resident Evil 4. You know what made me...
You fought Napoleon!
Listen, what made me like Resident Evil 4 was the fact that Leon was back. That's it.
Dude, my favorite story element was when the bad guy Rolento, you know, he's sitting there and he's like,
This is Rolento.
when he's sitting there and he's like expounding, you know how when the bad guys always
Tell
give
me you
that
didn't get
speech?
hype about the knife fight, by the way.
Dude,
The
see,
knife
that's
fight.
what I was
The
about
knife
to
fight
get
was so
into.
ridiculous.
See, but the worst part about it is he started expounding on the story, so I was like, oh, he's doing the bad guy
then you
explanation.
had the
I
quick
put the
time event.
controller down, and then he fucking stabbed me, and I was like, what the hell? And I died. I was so
That
mad.
was cool. But you know what they should have called
The
it?
knife fight was so
And I said this. I
ridiculous.
said this to somebody. I can't remember who I said it to at Wednesday Night Fights. I think they should have switched the names. I think they would have. They should have switched the names of the games region-wise. So they should have called the United States one Biohazard and switched the Japanese one to Resident Evil, because they're still the same game, but story-wise they're not. Like I just felt like they should have switched the names, and it would have been a clever trick to say, hey, you're playing Resident Evil, but it's not Resident Evil. That's just me. That's just me.
So the moral
So
of the
the
story
thing
is Resident Evil 4 is sick.
The one thing that, so my
Steve is
favorite
crazy.
experience with Resident Evil 4 was I played through the game and I had this crazy experience with it. Then I had my best friend play it and I watched him play. And his experience was entirely different than my experience. Like the parts that were hard for me were super easy for him. The parts that were super easy for me were like super hard to him. Like I saw deaths that I had never seen, and he's like, it was just like the funniest
Such a
thing.
sick
Like
game.
everything went opposite how it worked, and it was because we used different
Oh,
weapons.
it's such
I
a
was a
good game.
shotgun guy.
Yeah.
And he always used the machine gun, which is crazy.
He used the
because
TMP?
The machine gun was terrible.
I
But
would
he
not, yeah.
Yo,
was so
the
good
gameplay
at
was
it.
sick.
Dude, yeah.
But
it
I
was-
just couldn't get behind.
Your friend's
that story.
crazy, yeah. I'm not about TMP. I
Dude,
was
he
I was a pistol
dominated-
person, though.
He dominated
I'm all
so
about the
many
bow,
things.
bow.
Yeah, the
Let's
pistol.
move.
But
Yeah,
do you
I was
remember
a
that one
pistol guy.
part where Ashley had to do the cranks on the higher level and you're at the bottom and like shooting all the zombies coming
Yeah.
at you? That was one
That
of
was
the
it.
hardest
That was
parts
cool.
I had to do because like I had like 17,000 zombies coming at me and there was like 17,000
They're not
zombies
zombies,
coming at me.
James.
Sorry, not zombies.
They're not zombies. It shouldn't be
But,
called
like, all that
Resident Evil.
stuff
They're
was
fucking
happening.
zombies,
Then when
dude.
I watched
It's so
my
weird.
friend play, because he never used the shotgun, he only used the TMP. Like he got to that part and it was seriously like one zombie ran up to him and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he like shot him, and like Ashley's up there, and there's like two zombies up there. Like it was so weird. Like that, it was such a different experience, but it was just kind of funny. Anyway.
Well,
Interesting idea.
so I'm looking in the chat. Another thing that I really hope they have a update for is Shenmue 3, because you know.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I need
that
that
was
game
last
to come
E3,
out.
right?
That was last E3.
That was last E3.
So I would like an update for Shenmue 3, a Resident Evil 2 remake in the style of the original Resident Evil remake that came out for GameCube, but for next gen. I would lose my shit if they
Makes sense.
if they remade Resident Evil 2. Now that's a goddamn Resident Evil.
yeah,
game.
it would be sick if they came out and they announced like Resident Evil 7 plus.
So you're talking about like the remake.
You remember the
render-
GameCube one?
Yeah,
that came out?
the
That was
Resident Evil
amazing,
one.
right? Apparently, there's supposed to be a part 2 of it's part
Right,
2,
right, yeah,
but it's
yeah,
Resident
yeah.
Evil 2.
Okay.
You know what's got me mad about all this remake talk? Did you see the HD cutscene from Metal Gear Solid 3 that got released?
No.
They showed an HD cutscene for Metal Gear Solid 3, and I got so excited. It's for a pachinko machine in Japan.
Got him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be the biggest disappointment in my life.
I was
right
so
there.
incredibly sad. I was like, HD remake of Snake Eater with like Metal Gear Solid 4's engine, or Metal Gear Solid
Oh, yeah, that'd be OP.
Phantom Pain's engine. I was like, this is gonna be the sickest thing of my life.
I don't think
oh
that's
my
ever gonna
god!
happen, though.
And then it was pachinko machine.
There's a couple other things. There's a few other
Well,
things.
well,
Konami?
Let's move. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk about the tournaments that happened this weekend, and then we'll get through all the rest of the news, and then we can prattle on about whatever we want. So,
Okay.
all right, we'll be right back, and when we do event news coming up, so be right back. Alright, welcome back to Ultra Chen TV show. I'm James Chen.
Tasty Steve.
Sajam.
Okay.
How's it going?
Let's talk about some events. Let's talk about some events that happened this weekend. Some pretty big ones here. So in Japan, there was Tokyo Button Mashers, which was one of the first ranking events in Japan.
Oh.
So you can guarantee that there was a lot of good players there. And
Super stacked.
Yeah, and some new people that I hadn't heard their names before making their way up into the high ranks here. So let's just go through this results here. I'll do top 8.
Yeah,
so 7th place was VX with Nash and YD MJS Haitani with Nakali. 5th place was HM Goichi 3151 with Chun-Li and MOV with Chun-Li. 4th place Nemo with Vega. 3rd place BST Daigo Umahara with Ryu. 2nd place Yukadon with Nash. And 1st place GGP Kazunoko with Cammy. Cammy takes an event.
What a strong character.
Oh, really strong character.
Anybody who doubts that is a crazy person. James, your thoughts?
I was really glad to see Kazunoko win. I do think Cammy is a good character. I don't think she's top 4, top 5 like a lot of people say. 5th best, maybe?
Yeah, I can see that.
But she definitely is a strong character, can definitely win tournaments as Kazunoko proved. And Kazunoko also, I feel like, playing her much stronger now. Playing her
Kazunoko's so good.
The thing is, you have to remember that, and I said this a while ago, Kazunoko is one of those guys who grinds out games. He wants to know the matchup in and out, along with a couple others. But, yeah, watching him play, definitely seeming a lot more confident, a lot stronger, a lot more knowledgeable on how to control their character appropriately.
He's not as crazy as he was before. That was the one thing, is that I know Punko and Kazunoko picked her at first because they thought that she was kind of a crazy go-nuts character. Not what she is. Punko hasn't been able to get it to work, but Kazunoko has gotten it to work now.
He's an incredible player. It's not really that surprising.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the highlights of this tournament to me, Daigo, Nemo was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Nemo in general, his Vega is super frightening. That guy is...
That's kind of scary.
He is a problem. I also heard that in general, he kind of dunks Daigo really bad.
Oh, really?
But, so this was like the exception.
Oh, dang.
Anytime Daigo's on screen, it's exciting in this game.
Dude, did you see that combo that Daigo did? He did stand, medium, kick, hit, V-trigger, cancel, stand, roundhouse, linked into super.
Mm-hmm.
And it won the round. Like, that was exactly the damage. I'd never seen that combo before, and I was like, holy crap. Nice.
I don't know, man. People say this game is boring. Every time I see, I think the fact that you know what to do in this game, but then every tournament you see some crazy stuff to make you go like, what the, Yeah,
people are doing some really crazy stuff. I mean, to me, highlight was Yukadon Nash.
Yukadon was incredible.
That one bait that he had, that he threw the Sonic Boom, and the guy jumped over it, so he V-triggered the jump roundhouse, which is a soft knockdown. So
he didn't only teleport behind him. He teleported in front of him after he hit the button. So he jumped with Cammy, button, hops over boom. He says V-trigger, and he's here, and Nash is right here.
Yep.
Heart, roundhouse, super. I was like, are you kidding me?
Sick. That was sick. Yeah, that was posted all over Twitter. Shoutouts to Chayuna for the commentary. Only person who's a bigger Daigo fan than me, probably. That was incredible. It was super funny listening to the Japanese and English commentary at the same time. They were overlapping, and I was on my phone.
Oh, right.
So normally you could listen to one or the other, but I was listening to both.
Right.
Which was very entertaining, to say the least. Chayuna is something else.
Yeah, but I mean, the interesting part is that Yukadon, who is Yukadon? Not a lot of people know him.
He's an online warrior.
Yeah,
and apparently he's
like super high-ranked Nash player online.
Yeah, so they said that he's always been super good. That he just never goes to events. But here he is. Hey, guess who also was super good? Never went to events. Went to a tournament in Tokyo, won, and then got flown all around the world. It's Peppadai, right?
Yeah,
so
true.
Let's see what happens with this Yukadon guy. Let's see if he becomes a super popular player here. So. Yeah. But no, really, really hype tournament. Lots of great matches. Lots of great matches.
Please go check that out.
Horisako was there as well. Inko was there. A lot of people are going to be wondering what happened to, where's Tokido? Where's Mago? Where's Fudo? Well, the answer was another event that took place this weekend was the SFV Crash Finals.
Momochi's the best.
Dude, Momochi.
Oh my god, it was SmackDown City. Momochi is incredible. So, I think a month ago, I was like, yeah, Momochi is kind of whatever. And then his Ken immediately was just boom, crazy. Then he won that event and he dunked everybody.
Dude, it's funny because I kept saying I don't think Ken is the right character for Momochi. I think he should switch to Karen or Ken, and then all of a sudden he's like, no. Nope,
Ken is just the best.
Ken is fine.
Crazy.
Ken is.
I don't know. It was like the fastest turnaround I've ever seen on someone just clicking with the character.
Yeah, I agree. It's ridiculous. I mean, he 3-0'd Infiltration throughout the tournament. The tournament, not just in that day, but throughout the tournament, he beat him 3 times. Every time they faced each other, he beat him. He had beaten him.
I definitely check the archive.
Infiltration was like actually dead weight on his team, which is crazy.
Well, you know what? I mean, it could just be a situation where maybe he just stopped practicing because he's like, I'm too good.
I don't know. I feel like everybody was practicing for him instead.
I think, I'm telling you right now, I think people are actually seeing that, like, Nash is good, and he definitely has bad matchups.
Oh, yeah.
It's just one of those things that is taking time. I feel like it's no different than Ken. I feel like it's harder to get a read on Ken than... it's easier to get a read on Nash than on Ken.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just the scales evening out.
Yeah. And plus another thing is once everyone starts getting used to Nash's V-Trigger, I think it's going to be... Because like V-Trigger, it's like Dawson's Teleport. People walk into it all the time.
Yeah.
And like once people get used to like, I heard that basically if he V-Triggers, you can jump forward and it's really hard for him.
I mean, if you have like an anti-air that's good, like a grounded anti-air, you just hit it.
And a lot of characters have like option select choices where they can just be like jab button. Like if you're not sure, wake up, jab button. But that's when you can do like crazy stuff. It's like knockdown, boom, V trigger, or EX boom, V trigger.
You have to set it up. You can't just do raw trigger.
Yeah, and also another thing too is that, you know, a lot of people in the chat were mentioning Fudo, right?
Fudo is so good.
And it's really funny to me because a lot of people, one of their things that they hate about Street Fighter V, they're always like, oh, this game's random, like Mika's so random, like such a brain dead character. And then when you play him like Fudo, and Fudo is like, I don't want to play this random game. I want to play a game that I can rely upon and win and play footsies with this character.
Oh, man.
Terrifying.
His footsies, like someone will do something and he'll just be like, got him.
Or
whip punish, Irish whip.
And then he links into the EX Flying Peach.
Well, not even, I'm just talking about whip punishing an Irish with this, but also he'll whip punish with stand medium punch and just EX after. He's the first person I saw doing that consistently, and I was like, this guy Fudo. His footsies are crazy.
Dude, it's ridiculous. He's really good.
He's one of my favorite players.
His footsies are ridiculous. It's actually insane.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the way Fudo. Like I like watching Fudo because like I wanted to play Mika when the game came out. Then when I found out like people were like, oh, she's random, whatever. I was like, I don't really want to play her anymore. Now that I've seen what Fudo does, like I kind of want to go back. I want to learn Fudo version of Mika. But that's after I'm done with my Cammy project. Okay. So yeah, I'm still working on that character.
So that was Tokyo Button Mashers.
No, that was Street Fighter Crash.
Street Fighter Crash and Tokyo.
Yeah, and Tokyo Button Masters, yes. But also this weekend was Wizarding World, which was, we talked a little bit about
Wizarding World.
I do that all the time. It's the Harry Potter thing, right? So it's the Wizarding World. The Wizard World tournament. So
Wizard World Philadelphia.
Wizard World Philadelphia. A lot of players made it out to this one. There was a lot of strong players.
It's getting bigger and bigger. Each time I say, every time it gets bigger and bigger. You get better players. You get better matches, and there's
a lot of money on the line. Top 3, third place was Ricky, who played Karen.
Only Karen.
Only Karen. Yeah, practicing Karen for matchups where she doesn't want to play Chun. Second place, Arturo with Sim. First place, Justin won with Guile and
Only
Alex.
Guile.
Guile and Alex. He tried Alex again.
Oh, okay.
He's 6-0'd Arturo Sanchez in grand finals.
Dude, I watched
after beating
he lost
him,
the Art.
Art put Justin Wong in losers.
Oh, I was wondering who put him in losers. Okay.
So and he played Guile.
He tried Guile and then lost, and then he went to Alex and lost. So he lost 2-0 to Art.
Okay.
Grand finals, he switches to Guile 6-0.
Look, I watched the replay of a lot of the top 8, like the last half of top 8, and the look on Arturo's face in the middle of grand finals was worse than the look he had when he was playing with Daigo and everybody on Beast TV.
If you saw his tweets after, he said, he was like, I got second place and I left with $700 and I still feel like crap. Like he said, I felt like I got embarrassed. And that's not the case. It's just, and we actually kind of touch on this. I think Guile is really good. Yeah. And if you don't fight that character, you're messing up because you're going to fight somebody that plays that character and then they're going to beat you because you're going to be like, man, I didn't know he could do this. Yeah. So,
I mean, Chris G just won Wednesday Night Fights the Guile too.
Yeah,
people are finally starting to like. It takes a little while to learn a new character and really understand them in situations. I think people are starting to realize his potential.
Dude, I just said I said this on Twitter. Guile won tournaments that were populated by Arturo Sanchez, Ricky Ortiz, Julio, Chris T. Like all these guys lost to Guile. Yep. And it's so funny too because at Wednesday Night Fights when Chris G won, he beat the Trinity in this tournament, who just won like the tournament that was in Tijuana, And so Chris G like beat all them, and he got no CPT points or nothing.
Nope, just that cold hard Wednesday night fights money. That's all I got.
That's right.
The Hug Boy cash.
But then you have to remember, with that being said, Justin essentially did the exact same combo that Chris G did.
I'm so mad because on commentary I was like, he can't do the loops. Like because he had like an opening. He had Sonic Boom V trigger. He did dash forward, crouching jab. Throw is what he did.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, Justin doesn't have the loops. Because his one weakness, admitted weakness, is execution.
Right.
Where Justin is like, yeah, my execution's not the best. So I was like, oh, he can't do the loops, obviously. So I said it on commentary. And then like 2 rounds later, he lands the hit, boom, loop. And he did the whole thing in the super. And I was just like...
And he ended it with the flash kick into super, too. Chris G just did low strong into super.
Yeah.
But the thing about Chris G's combo that I don't think a lot of people talk about enough, that I think was the best part about it was
he built the super on the
last hit of the Sonic Boom gave him the meter, so low strong and the super worked. Like, literally. And that's why afterwards he landed it. He wasn't, like, all hype. He was just like... Because, like, I
it's
think
a long combo, too. It's draining.
Yeah,
that's like a Marvel 3 combo.
And he had to know whether to go for the super or not. So he's just sitting there watching the meter. And if you're not paying attention to that combo, it's so, like...
I don't think people understand how good Guile is. Because, think about it. If at any point he gets V-trigger... and he starts throwing booms, and you're not jumping already, and even if you are jumping, you're still screen. Like, if he's full screen, you messed up. Because like, you can't do anything.
It's so scary, because Guy will do, like, one move, and then he'll shimmy you, and then he goes low strong, boom, knee trigger, and then dash up that, you're done.
The one thing that I will say that just drives me nuts, because I've been playing a lot of Guy. And the funny thing is, like, I haven't been winning with him that well, but as I'm using him, I'm like, no, this character is great. Like, it's just me. I'm not winning with this character.
He's very different. He's not like Sonic Boom, you jump down fierce. Like, he's like a real fireball character now with combos.
Dude, and honestly, I still don't see Justin and Chris G doing some stuff. Because, like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Literally, when you throw a Sonic Boom and they jump, like, if they don't jump fast enough, you flash kick them every single time. You can charge for a flash kick so fast.
You have to remember, though, like, think about it like this. I think Guile, as a character, there's a lot of situations he can deal with other characters can't deal with. Even with, like, autocorrect stuff. Now, you can clear flash kick, but like you said, you can throw a boom, and they're going to be like, I'm going to jump over. And you're like, you still got flash kick. There are situations where you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to tick throw this guy. I'm going to use Mika to do this. And you're like, flash kick. And that's always a danger. There's never an instance where he can't flash kick. So,
count up.
Yeah. I think he's a great character, and people also, like, obviously people who don't know fighting games, they saw the clip of Chris G doing the combo. They're like, he's just doing the same thing over and over again.
They're like, this is broken.
Dude, okay, so you guys, I don't know if you guys watched it, but I streamed on Ultra Chin with Chris G and Nerd Josh playing. So I was in the other room, and like, we were at my apartment, I was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I come in, and I can hear him doing it from the other room. So I come in, and I legit, if he's Chris G, he's doing the combo, and I said, I hit his arm, and it was so solid, and he finished the combo. He did the loop, but I legit hit his arm. And I wasn't talking about, I was just like, I tried to hit him, and he was like rock solid. And I was like, damn, this dude really wants to do this combo. Like,
yeah, no, I think Guile's a good character, and I'm glad to see guys using him like this, and I think he definitely has some potential to be a very strong character. And again, if you haven't tried the combo, you guys don't know how hard it really is. It's a really, really tough combo. It is really tough because you cannot cancel low strong. That entire combo, you cannot cancel low strong into a Sonic Boom as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You have to delay it.
You have to delay it every time to finish the charge during hit stop. And that's the only way that you can get it to work. So it's literally like low strong, wait half a second, Sonic Boom. If you do it any faster than that, not happening, you're done. So it's crazy. It's a crazy.
Also crazy were the results for this event here. You want to talk about this?
Yes, let's talk about this. From Bogota, Colombia, The Fight 2016. Top 8, PX Zaito 240 with Rashid. 7th place, also PXON Rockland Kyo with Laura. 5th place was Serpentorus, or something like that, with Vega. 5th place was DT Picaro with M. Bison. 4th place, Melty Will Tupac with Laura. Third place, Panda TV Dark Jawa was down there with Ken. Second place, Brooke ANVON Mysterio with Karen, very strong South American player.
Yep.
And first place, EG's K-Brad with Cammy. So we had
Cammy got another event.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And I
to
think
K-Brad.
Cammy won something in Europe as well. I'm not sure. Chat can confirm with that, but there you go. Ranking event here. So this is the first time. What was that?
I pushed my phone off the table because it was vibrating.
Oh, okay. So that's the first time Rashid has made a top 8 in CPT.
Yeah.
Oh, he finally did it, huh?
Yeah.
So that's all the characters, I think, right?
Yeah. But K-Brad, yeah, doing it with Cammy, and so I saw Kane Blue River tweet this, and it's like one of the saddest things ever. Is that so far the Latin America CPT is like Justin Wong, Chris T, and like K-Brad.
And then like one player from like it was like I think it was it's the
Like
Karen
the Mysterio,
player.
yeah. So, yeah, but it was a good weekend. It was a good week for Cammy and
sure.
Guile. So shout outs to the Western World military. You know, they're doing their thing.
The American forces. I mean, I guess the British
I
forces.
said yeah, so I said Western,
Yeah, the
World.
Western World.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but shout outs to K-Brad. I did not get a chance to see any of this, so I don't really.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm pretty sure we were working.
Yeah, we were on working, being on commentary.
What's coming up this weekend here? So we have
I'm sleeping.
Taiwan Fighter
lots of
Major. So this is the one that GamerB ran last year. He's running it again this year. I don't know if I have any stream information on this.
Twitch.tv/TW Fighter. And
Okay,
also it's
TW
going to be
Fighter.
on Capcom Fighters. It
Oh,
says.
okay. So, this might be is this a premiere event then? Because if that's the case, if it's on Capcom Fighters, that
I'm
might
pretty
be
sure
a
it is.
premiere
That'd be
event.
cool.
But GamerB cannot enter it because he is a TO, so they are not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
TOs can't
nice.
enter their own tournaments.
And then KIT Midwest Championships is also this weekend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, KIT Midwest Championships.
Man,
16.
oh man.
It's not like the main KIT, is it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I
think it's just like...
Well, Midwest Championships is an old tournament that relocated.
Right, this is the one that Jason
Yeah.
Wilson...
Yeah.
This is the one that became UFGT.
Yeah.
So it was Midwest Championships, then Keats took it over, then they wanted the name back, so Keats went to UFGT, which was the name of another tournament that used to be there, and yeah, it's really complicated. But that's coming up this weekend as well. Also coming up this weekend is the Moscow Fighting Arena 2016. This will be streamed maybe on twitch.tv/FightingRu, which is RU.
Yeah.
So Fighting RU.
That's cool.
Basically.
For Russia, probably.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be playing Revelator, Street Fighter V, and Mortal Kombat
It says
XL.
Russian winner of each game gets a ticket to EVO.
That's sick. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
I wonder if that goes for just the highest placing.
The highest placing Russian player from each game,
Okay, from each
probably.
game.
Yeah.
So if somebody from another country wins, then
Oh, okay.
that's
okay,
probably what it is.
Okay. But yeah, I guess that means that there's not going to be any Crash this weekend because that's done.
Yeah, donezo.
I have this event. There's a New Jersey, in Medford, New Jersey, called the Body Shop Saturday in New Jersey. They have some Facebook event information here. Again, if you guys want some more details on these tournaments, go to tinyurl.com/FGCCAL. So fight FGC Cal, basically, for calendar.
Right.
Um,
So that's this weekend. None of us are traveling this weekend.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we
all-
actually get to stay
We're
home.
all chilling this weekend.
Man, I can't
Feels
wait
so
to catch
good.
up
Maybe
this
we
week.
can play some Mario Party 8 this weekend.
Actually, I think Saturday I'm going to the ESL finals, and then Sunday is Vanguard,
That's right. Mm-hmm.
the qualifier, the monthly qualifier thing happening for the Red Bull Arena.
Right. So the
So
Red
is
Bull.
that esports arena or is it
It's at esports.
Yeah, so Red Bull has an event that makes it so that the winner of that, it's a ranking event. So the
Yeah.
winner of that goes to the North American CPT qualifier.
Yeah, the ranking final.
The ranking final, right? But these events, which are taking place all over the place, I think Big E's running a series in the
Right,
East.
so there's one in the East, there's a Midwest one, I think, right?
There's one in Canada, I
One
believe.
in Canada.
So these are all Red Bulls running these ones, and the winners of those get to be flown out to this Red Bull qualifier. So
Right.
there's a qualifier to a qualifier, basically.
Okay.
Right.
And the one that flying I'm out to is in California. It's in
Yeah, so the Red Bull Studios
that
probably.
That one will be in Red Bull Studios. So the one here in the West Coast is being handled by Level Up. Vanguard, this is the first one, first of 4 that are going to be taking place during the course of the year. that is going to be taking place this weekend at the Esports Arena on the 12th. That will be streamed on Level Up Live, I'm pretty sure.
Of course.
The three of us should all be there.
All three of us are there. David should be able to show up. Hopefully he'll be able to make it. So should be some fun. I mean, SoCal guys, it's basically going to be...
SoCal and NorCal.
Oh, yeah.
I think NorCal is coming down also.
It's going to be a pretty crazy event. I mean, like, it's going to be Wednesday night fights, except everyone can get there and not have to worry about staying up till 3 a.m.
Actually, pretty smart. Finally got a monthly, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, we finally got a monthly. It is happening every month.
Don't have to worry about those 90-man weekly tournaments, you know? I mean, what are those about?
Just instead, it's going to be a 200-man monthly.
Yeah.
I seriously think it's going to have a crazy
amount. I think it's going to be ridiculous.
Especially if NorCal comes down, because they want the spot, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I heard. I think that they're thinking about 256 people are going to show up. I don't know if there's a cap for it though. I don't know if there's a cap.
I asked Vi if there was a cap, and he said not for now.
Really?
He's like, yeah, for now.
Okay.
There's not one.
So you think those 8 hours is going to be enough to run the tournament?
I hope so.
I really hope so.
I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave at 2 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah,
basically.
I know.
That's what,
Pretty
that would
much.
be terrible.
Pretty much.
So, what we got next?
Let's just get into some last second game news and some community news. I'm just gonna go through here in whatever random order. Wednesday Night Fights is gonna host King of Fighters 14 on June 15th.
Which is next Wednesday Night Fights,
so
right?
not tomorrow. The week after that, they will actually get to play some King of Fighters 14 over there. So.
I'm really looking forward to playing it. I actually have been to a bunch of places this is playable and have not got to play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I'm actually going to try it for the first time.
I barely got to touch it at a Combo Breaker. Like, barely.
Yeah. But this weekend, tomorrow, though, Revelator is going to be a featured
Yes, I was about to say that as well.
Yeah. Someone actually says, Haro says that there's an Asian round robin going on this weekend with Daigo, Infiltration, and Cien.
Holy crap.
I have not heard about that. That should be pretty crazy.
Yo, you should definitely tweet us with that information.
Yeah, and that's right.
Tweet us with that information.
Ubsena is mentioning the ESL, right? Mortal
ESL
Kombat
Finals is Saturday.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Finals is this Saturday.
I think I'll be there. I'm
for
pretty sure I'll be there.
Okay. And Sonic Fox is going to see if he can take his third $50,000.
I'm going to predict right now that he doesn't win.
Yeah, you know what? Look, he was playing a lot of Street Fighter before Combo Breaker. He said after Combo Breaker he was going to only practice Mortal Kombat for this event.
Predicting that he won't win.
Really?
I'm going to make I think the three-peat's too hard. And
So
so many other players have gotten so good.
You want to bet a bullet Tsujita on that?
I will take the bet.
The stakes.
Are you down?
Okay, well, I'm down.
All right, there it is.
Oh, you got a shake on it.
Bowl of Tsujita noodles.
All right, Sonic Fox, if you win, you're a son of a... All right. Don't you do this to me.
Oh, man.
Come on,
yes,
Foxy.
that's coming up this weekend as well. That should be streamed on... what's their channel that they just streamed on?
NetherRealm.
Right? Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Foxy Grandpa. Come on, Scar.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. They announced a new character. Oh, dang. Check this out.
Have you not seen her at all?
No, I have not seen her.
She
But
is
apparently...
look at her. Oh,
they're
my
adding
God.
Mika...
Her name is
So,
Mika.
Undernight in Birth EXE late ST.
Yep.
And she apparently is a little girl with gigantic gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yep. She's like a waifu with big punchers.
Exactly. Let me see if I can actually...
Punchers, huh?
She's got big
Okay,
punchers.
here we go. Let's get the punchers on screen.
She looks so sick, right? Oh my gosh.
She actually looks pretty dang sick. What is going on here? Stop!
It keeps resizing, huh?
It won't let you, James.
I hate you, Windows. Okay, there we go. There we go. There you see right there.
She's got them big old punchers. Look at her go.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, she looks pretty sick. But I'm super hyped for this game. I mean, look, I don't even think that the Melty Blood company knew what they had on their hands when they made Uniel. So
Such a sick game.
I'm hoping that when this comes out, like, I hope they really pay attention to the balance and do a lot of really, really cool things for this game. But I'm super hyped for this game.
Look at her snatching people with those gauntlets. Jeez.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. She's probably going to knock you around really, really well with those gigantic
That
knockers.
screenshot right there. Like, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah, right? The cinematic.
But she looks really cool. So,
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to see it.
yeah,
I want them to put a date on that.
That would be good.
Let me see here. Any other game news I have here? Oh, that's right. Another tournament news. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U is now officially the biggest Smash tournament ever because they have broken 2,000 entrants at EVO now.
That makes me really happy.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
I'm just happy that Wii U is getting like the credit it deserves.
More numbers than Melee has.
Yeah, it's higher than Melee right now. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, this article says over 3,000 entries of Street Fighter V, but they already said it was like over 4,000 already, right?
I think it's gonna hit 5.
I'm pretty sure it's
and
gonna
over
hit
1,000 for Pokken. And it's pretty crazy. And I've also heard that Wizard said on Twitter that, like, for example, Guilty Gear is doing super well.
Guilty Gear has over 500.
I think it's even more than that.
They said it's over 500, but not 1,000. So
Oh,
it's somewhere.
okay.
So it's somewhere in the middle of that, I think.
Thanks for the detail. No, just kidding. But yeah, so that's super, super cool. But shout outs to Smash Wii U. That should be a pretty exciting tournament at Evolution. Just in terms of some community news, did we mention that Flash was sponsored last
I don't think we did.
Okay.
I wasn't here.
So Flash is now sponsored. Of course, this is the guy who got second place at Combo Breaker last week. I forgot what his sponsor was. Let me see if I can.
It was
Started with N. It's like Nivek or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. People in the chat can mention.
And it's his Flash is their first FGC.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they have like a Heroes of the Storm team or something like that.
Yeah, someone said that. They also said that Marvel was like over 600 people or something like that.
That's sick.
So, Naventic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really interesting too because I feel like Flash did a smart move. He was always Flash Metroid for the longest of time, right? But it's like, I wonder if that Metroid part was a problem because that's obviously owned by Nintendo. I wonder if that actually was
I think he just wanted to rebrand to something cooler. I think
so?
Flash is cooler than Flash Metroid.
I think
because there's another Flash. There's an OG Flash, Flash Gordon, Flash G, from New York.
Shout out to
always
Flash G.
He always just, I mean, dude, he has the best Twitter handle ever, right? He's washed up scrub. I love that dude. But he's super old school.
Yeah.
I actually had a picture. I have a photograph of them like trying to fight over a Flash action figure like between.
Oh man, that's sick.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, Flash, he got sponsored by Naventic, so shout outs to him. A lot of combo breakers, a lot of successful combo breakers.
Oh yeah.
We talked about Nikki Nikki
got
NS
sponsored.
Or FS?
I think he's just Nikki now.
Oh, he's
Like
just
he's just circa Nikki.
He got sponsored, but then Scar.
Yo, shout outs to Scar. He's one of my favorite.
Scar is so sick.
He got picked up by.
He's
Panda
gonna win
Global.
ESL, so that Sonic Fox does
So he's gonna get you a free bowl of Tsuchita noodles then.
I mean, but on top of that, remember how they said he couldn't do fatalities, and then
it.
they instantly took it back. It was like, well, not instantly, but they thought about it.
It was pretty fast.
Yeah, they were doing it because I made a really bad pun about it, and they like Panda Global responded to me. They're like, actually, we've already rescinded that. So
no fatalities. Yeah. That's why he's one of my favorite players because like I'm an advocate for doing fatalities every time, no matter what. That's why I can't do MK every time.
I was just thinking about Rip and the fatality pose.
What?
That's a story for another time.
Okay.
Oh, that's so funny. And the Rip Walk.
That was a Rip Walk. Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
What are the news again?
But one of the sponsors, Yomi, I've heard stories about their home, like the Yomi house. It's just like ridiculous, and
Dude,
you guys got to see it, right?
Yeah,
You got to see it.
It's legit. Like, if you guys have seen the original Ninja Turtles movie, remember when Shredder like got all the Foot Clan guys and he took them to the hideout and they had like skate like they had the arcades there and free food and stuff. That's exactly what the Yomi house is. It's definitely that. It's actually pretty sick.
Well, they apparently opened it up to the public now.
It's an open arcade now.
So now it is an open arcade that you can go and visit. You can pay $10 to play there for a day, and you can get a membership for as low as $30 or $29.99 for a month of unlimited play time. So definitely check that out. That is in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So definitely check that out.
And it definitely has the foot space for it too. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's got the foot space for the Foot Clan?
Yep.
Okay.
Go there, they got Splinter all chained up in the back. It's crazy.
And Mr. R, who is a notable Smash Wii U player, has left Lowland Lions. He was sponsored by them for a while.
Yep.
I wonder if that means he's got some other sponsors maybe coming after him and such. But
probably.
Yeah, he has decided to leave Lowland Lions, but he is definitely a strong player in Smash Wii U, so expect him to do well at EVO this year.
Most people in that game are sponsored by pretty serious teams.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. Like I'm sure he's with 2,000 entrants coming up at EVO, with him having a potential to get a really big spotlight at that tournament, I can imagine there's a lot of teams out there that are going to want to pick him up as soon as possible.
Pretty sure we'll be hearing something pretty soon.
And that's all I have. That's all I have for for FGC news.
I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, that's right, because you're sick, right? You're still sick. You're still recovering from
I am. So this weekend, well, I thought I was going to relax, but I think instead I'm going to do ESL. And then
I would like
Sunday
to check
is Vanguard.
ESL. Yeah.
But
I actually got to check out I've never been to the ESL studios. I actually got to check it out just this past weekend.
I want to go check
It's
this
really pretty sick. It's
very
pretty
fancy.
Sick. And I walked in, they had like one room where they had like one of those announcer desks, and I was like, oh, dude, if we could do Ultra 10 TV show here like every week.
Welcome to the Ultra Chin Show.
Welcome
Okay, we're all in suits.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Ultra Chin Show.
We would have like
ESL edition. We're gonna update you guys on everything happening ESL related. Yeah, look with the earpiece. Oh god, that'd be so sick.
With the microphone and the earpiece. Just in, we heard Circa Esports. Now
I've seen the studios at Red Bull. They've got cool things like that too. So if Red Bull or ESL wants to have a group of people who's already works well with each other, we've got like this inside the NBA style kind of fighting game community
FGC
talk, you know.
desk.
Exactly.
Come on.
But the actual FGC desk is just really good at combos. So
Yeah, that's true.
Did you see his video where he made fun of Capcom?
Yes, I did.
That was so.
I did not see it. What happened?
He made a video where he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of communication about my combo videos, but the June combo video will be coming at the end of the month. I'll keep you guys updated. I really apologize," and blah blah. It was really well done. Desk is a hero. He's my hero for sure.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
That's true. We didn't talk about that. Zero lost to Ally at.
Really?
Yeah.
He lost to Larry Lurr.
Well, he lost to Ally at Get On My Level, but then he lost to Larry Lurr just recently. So that's actually 2 tournaments in a row now that he has not won after winning all tournaments except for one.
Yeah.
So in the last 2 tournaments, he's lost twice as many tournaments as he's lost in like the previous year and a half or so. So.
Washed up.
Dude, I would be so
Second place at 2 tournaments? Terrible.
Yeah.
Like one of the most stacked competitive games right now.
Man.
So many entrants.
That's a good question. So if we are inside the NBA, which one of us is Charles Barkley?
I think you're Charles Barkley.
I don't know inside the NBA well enough to understand if that's a good thing or not.
You know, I actually had thought about it once, because you know how like we were talking about which Avenger we would be and stuff like that. I actually have another one. I have another one for you. Okay, I obviously know who I am already, but which Ninja Turtles would we be?
Oh.
I'm Leonardo free, because all you haters don't like Leonardo, right?
I love Leonardo.
Oh, okay. Nobody's favorite turtle is Leonardo.
It's not my favorite, but
he's my favorite turtle, and he's the leader and he's the smart guy. So
yeah, I think he might be my favorite turtle actually.
Really?
Yeah, I like
You're
Leonardo a lot.
Leonardo person? I have never met another Leonardo person.
Is he my favorite turtle? He might be.
This is really hard.
So is David Donatello? You think?
I feel like David is Donatello, but I feel like either.
Donatello.
No, I actually feel like either one of you could be Donatello.
Any one of us. So they're saying I'm Donnie just because what? Like Donnie Yen? Are they being racist about this or something?
That's a hard question.
Yeah, your favorite turtle is rough.
Like my favorite turtle is Michelangelo.
Okay.
Like
I also like Raphael, but I feel like nobody likes Raphael.
Donatello is least liked? No, a lot of people like Donatello.
No, Donatello.
I know David likes
the least liked.
What's that?
Donatello is definitely the least liked turtle.
Really?
And David's favorite is Donatello.
Right, yeah, exactly. So I think that would work. So I'm just going to say you're Michelangelo, you're Raphael there.
He can't be Raphael.
He can't be Raphael?
Hell no, dude.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You can't, man.
No, I don't think so.
No offense, but...
Okay,
man.
I guess it's...
It was like somebody was...
Alright, you're Raphael then.
Nah.
And Michelangelo.
Raphael's hard to be.
Man, Raphael
he is.
It's hard to, yeah.
He has to be angry all the time. Actually, that makes me Raphael.
Anyways,
wait,
speaking of Raphael, we just saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I didn't see it.
Well, I saw
I
it.
predicted it was going to be shitty. So.
Well, see, like, here's the thing, right? You know why I'd be good at Raphael?
I don't know why I'm Charles Barkley still.
Because, like, I would say all these horrible puns and everybody would react with... so I'm killing everybody with size.
No. Oh,
Stop.
Oh my god.
So that was so bad. So why was I Charles Barkley?
You know why you're Charles Barkley.
I don't really know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's bad.
Anyways, okay. I was just curious about the Ninja Turtle thing. I was just.
We gotta go back and.
We need another 4-man group that we can be. That's not
on
Ninja
top
Turtles.
of that, I think we can't do this without David. We need his input.
Yeah.
Okay. Next time.
Evil apple core eating input.
I feel like he would be Leonardo because he eats apple cores and nobody likes doing it. Anyways,
dude, who was it? I think it was like Tupperware or someone like tweeted that like I thought it was disgusting until I saw it in person, and it's like the grossest thing that he's ever like. It was bad just from the thought of it. Then he saw David do it in person, and so yeah.
He was there for fart milk and fart tea. You guys had that conversation.
Yeah, we had that
me.
conversation. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I missed it.
Yeah, you're happy you missed that.
Oh, Ghostbusters. That's an interesting one. Which Ghostbusters will we be?
Do you know the original Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be racist, but wouldn't that mean that,
Nope.
All right, we can't go there. Stop. Let's not go there. Remember what we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Anything else that you guys want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool.
It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, we will talk to you. Tune in next week. And I just want to remind everyone that I am going to try to stream Guilty Gear Xrd tutorial mode and maybe mission mode and maybe combo trial. Like I just want to stream all of my Guilty Gear this week.
So what happens if I want to stream Guilty Gear? Like what do we do?
Then you come over and we play.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
all right,
never
mind. Crisis averted.
That's a really good idea.
Okay, all right. I will talk. Dude, I would totally. No, but he's not actually a Ghostbuster. Anyway.
They said I was Bill Murray.
You're Bill Murray? I can see that, though.
He's so upset.
I can see that.
What? What are you guys talking about?
I would have to be the one that thought of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and do, like, all of New York to the mod. Like, that would be me. I would be the one who would not have been able to clear my mind. And then I would have ruined everything. That would be me. So CJ would be going around going like, so I didn't think of anything. Did you think of anything? What? Was it you? And then I just have to see him go.
Oh, wait. We have a request for the Evo Sunday lineup thing.
What's that?
The Evo Sunday lineup thing. We never actually got to it.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Next week when we're all
here. Let's talk about next week.
Next week?
We're all here.
Next week, guys. Stay tuned. We'll go over the Evo lineup timing. Until next week, peace.